I'll let whichever one inspires any one of you to start the conversation.
Yeah.
And
We're on YouTube now.
we're going
I feel
live.
like, yeah,
We're live.
we're out there now.
We're out there. And the YouTube stream will run
3
30
minutes.
seconds behind us or something like that. I know it seems like sometimes it starts 3 minutes later, but once it's running, I think it's only 30 seconds behind, but I don't know. It's a mystery.
Can I just give a shout out to everyone watching from Australia?
Yay.
Hey down there.
Are
Hi,
there?
mate.
That's where this fan base is.
I mean, it's possible, so just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Hello, Stone Soup. How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
Yeah.
We have had so many opportunities to just do new things.
That's right.
Adventure.
Without leaving your home.
I've been focusing a lot on the positives. Like that I have time to spend, like time to kill with my daughter. Whereas like so before, like when I would spend time with her, it had to be like, we'd had to like schedule it. Like it would be like, okay, on Saturday when you're not at school and I'm off for this part of the morning, then we can do this thing. But now it's like, we just read a book that Pam sent us about fairy houses. And we're just talking about making fairy houses in the woods. And we're just like, we'll do it tomorrow when we wake up. Because like, whatever, that's the time.
I have a signed copy of that book.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's really sweet. Yeah, Pam got us the trilogy. So it's 3 of the stories. Yeah.
I did not even hear about fairy houses until I was in my 40s, I think.
Wow.
Yes. Till I had a little daughter.
I didn't hear about it that way. Someone else who had a daughter. I think we were walking in the woods and we saw some. I was like, what is this?
This is the first I'm hearing of them ever.
Really?
It's a real thing.
Good. Then I feel I'm ahead of the curve.
There you go. It's always somebody.
Yeah, I didn't have much experience with fairy houses either. It's not, yeah.
You had fire trucks, right?
Lots of fire trucks, Legos, Star Wars thing, men, and yeah, I actually at one point in
For
my
your
life,
kids or for you?
I actually thought at one point in my life, if I played one more game of Matchbox cars, I might go insane.
Scott, I do like the slowdown though. I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
I don't have a little kid here anymore, but I'm sitting outside and talking to my wife, having coffee.
But don't you feel a little bad for all those people that for years have been like, when I have time, I'll get to that. I'll have time, I'll get to that. And now they have no excuse. They got to get to it, whatever it was. That's like, now it's time. Yeah, I got to fix the fence or paint the living room or whatever that was. Yeah.
Well, I did clean my gutters today.
Wow.
Come to that, Susan. It's come to that.
That's safe too.
Oh yeah, I hope you weren't by yourself on that. Nobody holding a ladder?
I live on a 1-level house, and I did
Is the
step on
gutters on the bottom?
that step that you're not supposed to step on, but I held on to the house.
There you
Glad
go.
I wasn't there. That would have made me very nervous.
Perfectly safe. She was holding on to the house.
Better. Oh, that's funny.
I feel pretty lucky. We have like it's sort of like an A-frame with it's like a U-frame, our house.
I thought you meant the shape of us on the screen.
No, I mean my house. So to clean the gutters, I just go like, it's like that easy. I can see when they need to be cleaned too. I just walk
They
past.
come that low?
Yeah, well, the ground slopes. So like our bottom floor is a walkout basement, so the back of it is underground, but the front is out. So I can walk up the hill in the back and then see the whole gutters.
Huh.
It composts really nicely in there.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Please.
That's rich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You could have a garden.
Depending on how much time you give them. What else have any of you discovered that has been easing your social isolation?
Cooking, maybe.
Cooking has been great.
Yeah. cooking and eating.
I've just been on Zoom every minute of my life.
Yeah.
Not good.
I've been doing
I had
something.
a Google Meets fail today. I have my students and I tried to present this little song video for them and we performed the song together. Well, I didn't think they could see me. I thought they could only see the presentation because that's all I could see. So I'm sitting there like this, like waiting for the thing to be over so I can flip back and see their faces. And like, I don't hear any of them doing anything. So I text the paraprofessional in my room and I go, hey, is this even working? She goes, yes, and we can see you. And I'm like, so I'm sure that's the exact look I had on my face when I read it. And I'm sure all the parents and the kids who were watching were like, yeah, hi, how about that? And I was like, hey, it's a fun song, right, kids?
I've been doing a crazy thing, and I just starting to socialize to ease the social isolation. People come over, they sit in the yard far away. One guy brings his own chair, so I don't even have to like disinfect the chair. And then we chat at a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of nice. We did that with my parents. I think they're swinging by tomorrow too.
You're in the area, Scott?
No, they're 2 hours away.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
The last time it's
class
hard.
with your mom.
What'd you say?
Did I take a class with your mom?
My
did
mother-in-law.
It was your mother-in-law.
She's 2.5 hours away.
Oh,
Well, they want to see the baby.
yeah.
I want to see the baby because they both sets of parents got to see the baby in the first couple days, and then the whole thing went really scary, and so then we stopped. But he was born on March 10th, so they were able to see him right when he was born before the world exploded.
Oh, yeah.
Those days.
All right. I asked for suggestions in the live chat on YouTube, and Jeff B said Kristen usually has a bunch. Where is she? Oh,
I see her.
Over there.
not for me, Dave.
Oh, over there.
No, yeah, Kristen is in the stream today, which is very exciting. Except she brought her ceiling fan, which is pretty embarrassing.
Thanks for pointing that out.
It's wobbly. Yeah.
It's so great to have you here, Kristen. Thank you for joining us. Kristen will also be joining us on Monday, is it? It's Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Monday, Pam and I are going to do beginner's luck for the first time, and we invited Kristen to be our first guinea pig for that.
That's fun.
But the people you're looking at are Stone Soup. They're our long form house team. We were rehearsing for a while, and we had 2 shows before the pandemic, I think, maybe 2. Anyway, the form that they've been working on is called the living room, which is starts with conversation as themselves, inspired by a suggestion given by the audience, and then that conversation will inspire the improvised scenes that follow, and sometimes they'll go back to a second round of conversation. So that's what we're seeing, the living room. So during the conversation, they are themselves, and during the scenes, they will be playing characters. Any questions from the audience? Great. Okay. So I have some good suggestions for you. I'm going to give you 3, and then whichever one inspires your conversation, you can start. So let's see. I'm going to take one from YouTube and then the other 2 from Facebook. So your one suggestion from YouTube is safety videos. And then from Facebook, you have 2 suggestions, moldy oranges and noise canceling headphones.
Ooh,
Ooh.
those are sweet. I'm very drawn to safety videos because I'm drawn to anything that relates to safety. In fact, I was nicknamed Safety Boy for a little while.
Hopefully when you were very young.
Everything to me, everything starting, a year ago and back was very young. So yes.
Well, when I was in 6th grade, I was a patrol, and we had those orange belts that went around, and we stood at the crosswalks, and more than the safety was the belt and how to fold it and how to hang it on your actual belt. That was just a mark of so much coolness. And
Was it cool to other people or?
Oh yeah, in the elementary school, the patrols were it.
Okay.
I remember kids like you, and I never knew how they got there.
I'm not really sure how we got chosen, but I know we got out of school a little bit early so we could go to our posts.
So, Susan, was it like ongoing, or did you
Yeah.
was it just for like a month or something like
Oh,
that?
no, it was for the school year. And
We
in
did this
fifth-
too. It was in New York City, where like they send fourth graders out on the street corners to stop cars. I mean, isn't that a
sounds
great idea?
perfectly safe. Sure.
Right.
They're
So
not
what could
heavy
possibly
enough to
happen?
stop.
How do you feel about that, safety boy?
Which safety boy? Me or Paul?
No, you're safety boy.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
That makes me a little nervous if it was my kid.
Well, we were safety patrol. We were
Oh,
literally called
safety.
safety patrol.
I just wanted to mention that people will stop for a dog at the crosswalk and they will not stop for a baby. And I
Whoa.
find
Why is the baby in a crosswalk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
no, like,
Oh, well, we
so one time, and
I was gonna say because they teach everything younger now, and it was fourth grade when you guys were in school, but now they just let the babies cross the people.
Yeah.
I get it.
one time, not in the happier valley in which we live, there was a guy who was pushing a baby jogger and had a toddler. So I went out in the crosswalk to stop the traffic, which really was a crosswalk, and like nobody would stop, and I had to run out of the
Did
street.
you find the fourth grader?
No, actually, that particular place was patrolled by an 80-year-old.
Did you ever notice how people, when you're going for a walk with a dog, the people will ask the dog how it's going? Oh, how's it going today? It's like when my dog goes for a swim. Oh, somebody went for a swim. It's like, person, they would never talk to me. They talk to the dog.
That's how I used to recognize my neighbors in New York.
By the
Sweet.
dogs.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
Conversation.
Sweetheart, I answered the door because you wouldn't. And there's a baby in a basket at our door.
Well, I'm not so sure that we should trust that baby.
Trust it. Trust it. You mean, what do you mean?
Well, I don't know. If it was like a dog or something, then sure, let's take
Oh,
it in.
you
Well,
mean to bring it in?
household, but babies, they're not like they used to be.
Tag out David. Honey, I was out on the porch. We have that basket there. And I noticed there was a tarantula in it. I'm not sure what.
Oh, well, a tarantula, that sounds like a nice addition to our household.
It looked hungry and
Oh,
lost.
well, I think a tarantula, if it's exuding warmth, we should let it come in. But otherwise, I don't know if I'd trust it.
Tag out Kristen. Hey, Mom, I found this unexploded ordnance in our backyard.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, do you think they're likely to explode at some point?
I don't know, but can I have it? Can I keep it?
Well, I think if you get the sense that it's trustworthy, then yeah, maybe bring it on in. But if you feel a little bit like, if
Oh.
it's like if it makes you think of a baby or something like that, then
No.
nah.
No,
Yeah.
don't cradle. Don't cradle.
Wait. Sweet. So what I'm thinking is, as a group, we make criteria to get the kids into the safety patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Joey. Joey, he's got that spark,
But Joey's on the track team, and if he busts a leg hanging out in the road, I'm just
Oh.
thinking we gotta find some that are a little less useful.
What about Celeste? She doesn't do anything.
Yeah. And no one will mess with her.
That's true. She did that thing with the ho-hos there in the cafeteria. Yeah,
Right.
good point. I'm gonna put her on the list.
And also Rhonda, all she does is brush her hair.
Yeah, but I don't know if we need a poster girl for our school. Rhonda's
She smells really bad and no one would cross her.
Good point, Al.
excellent. You know
Really.
what? This safety patrol is really gonna solve a lot of our issues. Save
You're
the
on
district.
it. You're smart.
And we can lay off some of those lunch ladies and teachers too.
Lunch patrol. Al, I like the way you think.
Sweet,
We,
sweetie sweet. Well, I am now the ruler of the universe. And I would like to say to you, my helpers, do you like my sash?
it is a wonderful sash.
I love your sash.
Now, oh, sorry, say more. Don't let me interrupt your compliments.
How did you get to be ruler of the universe? I wanted to be ruler of the universe, but I now must feel like I must bow down to you.
You must bow down because I am one of the cool kids.
I know. I wanted to be a cool kid.
Now, some people call it a belt, but I call it a sash because I have importance here as ruler.
A sash it is indeed, and it is quite a sash, and it's a satiny sash.
Yes,
a satiny sash it is.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's a satiny sash, it is.
And
Oh.
you know, the only thing I have to wear is this tarp.
Sweetity sweet. All the kids at school are calling me safety boy. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know if they're teasing me or praising me. What do you think, Dad?
Honey, first of all, you're a girl.
Oh, well, that would be a tease. I mean, do you think they're teasing me because I'm a girl or because I look both ways before I cross the street and I like to examine my sandwich before I eat it?
Well, I think that definitely is the safety part. I think the boy part is because they're not woke, honey. They're just not woke.
I'm more concerned about the safety part of it. Like they're teasing me or they're wishing they were like me. Which is it?
Well, honey, I doubt anybody's wishing they're like you.
I make them look at the bottom of
Hey,
the...
safety boy, how you doing? I just crawled through your window.
Sweetheart, clean up your room before you come down for dinner, okay?
Okay, well, I always take my shoes off before I go in my room because in case they have germs on the bottom. That's a safety thing.
Safety boy, you're my fan. Wait, I'm your fan.
Sweep. As city planner, I have purchased 800 puppies to cross the roads to slow down traffic.
Excellent idea. I have purchased China to place at key positions along the route so that nobody will want to break it.
As long as it's compatible with the puppies.
The
We
puppies
should be
and the
good.
China, what could possibly go wrong?
I think nothing. I think traffic will be calmed.
That's
Peace
all we have
will-
to do.
We would like our citizenry to be healthy. Right?
There was a bridge problem and I bought helium balloons to hold it up.
Excellent, excellent. When are they arriving?
Oh, they're flying over here right now.
Good. That will also solve the problem.
And as an extra bonus, they're being delivered by a clown who will act as the crossing guard there.
Ah,
Everybody listens to clowns,
it's true. They ignore traffic lights and signs.
but clowns, yes.
So I wanted to talk about something, which is that, in that the driving comments made me think of this, or the car comments, how exciting it was to get a driver's license. And I sort of have been reminded of this lately. I have a friend who her kid hasn't been able to get her permit because of the way the world is now. And I just remember how thrilling it was just to drive like 2 blocks away, to nowhere. And that's just a good feeling of elation, I think.
Right. For like the first 2 weeks, every time your mom says, oh, you're like, I'll go. Oh, me. Didn't you run out of butter? Like as you're like scraping the last of it into the garbage because you like so desperately want to go out. And then after 2 weeks, the first thing your mom will go, hey, we need, and you're like, no, Okay.
Really? 2 weeks had passed, huh? I
Oh,
was grocery shopping through the rest of high school.
I
yeah.
took 6 people in my car skiing in the winter.
They
That
were
was such
skiing
a
in your car? You took them skiing?
On your
yeah, we
permit?
went skiing in our family station wagon, like the week after I got my license.
Oh, and you drove.
Oh.
Yes.
And your folks are okay with this?
Yeah, they're probably watching right now going, they didn't know.
They didn't know,
I was-
yeah.
I just remember as a parent holding onto the invisible handle and stepping on the invisible brake, and I still
Yeah.
do that.
My dog.
Yeah, and I like how Paul says they didn't know. And I have to tell you, as a parent of adult children, I don't want to know. I just don't. Like, just don't tell me. I'm good. Like,
And those are the
legally, I'm
ones
not
that survive.
responsible. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
What you don't know can't hurt you. Unless they
Well, I'm
crash the
sure
car.
it'll hurt me, but I don't need to know about it right now because if I don't know, I don't know.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Oh,
Look, I've done this 1,000 times. I know what I'm doing. Just let me finish this.
well, son, I think you are ready. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to operate on the puppy. I've done this before. Don't worry. I know how to use a knife.
Yes, we've trained you well, but I really am, you have to have your good manners.
Mom, do I have to really worry about manners? Can I just like snip it open?
No, you need your good manners. Do you have your napkin folded?
God, Mom. No, I don't have my napkin folded. I just want to do the surgery my way.
Well, you've only got your surgeon's permit, so you have to really follow the protocols called
Yeah,
safety.
Paul. Tag out Paul. So this plane is about to crash, and I think we've got to get our parachutes on and jump out. So just
Sure.
parachute on any which way. Here you go. It doesn't have to be fancy. Any which way is fine.
Okay. Are you sure you're ready?
I am ready, and I think that we got to be ready to jump because I think we're about to hit the ground.
Oh, well, that's good because then we wouldn't have to jump that far.
Are you two jumping without brushing your teeth?
Oh, Dad.
Is now the time to be talking about conventions such as teeth brushing?
You don't want to be rescued on the ground with bad breath. Come on.
I am wearing my nicest undies.
Here,
Wearing undies.
take your toothbrush.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks, Dad.
You have to floss too.
You're ready with that? Yeah.
The plane's
Come
gonna
on, we're approaching.
Sweep. Sweetie, I'm sure she's in her room. I don't know where the car is. Maybe you parked it down the street.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. I'm not
I think
gonna look.
It's better. I mean, we could peek in on her, but it's like, then if she's not there, it's a can of worms.
This is what I'm saying. Just
Yeah.
don't even look. Don't even look in the driveway. Don't look in her room.
Yeah.
We'll just
Well,
think
I
we just
came
think
in.
she's-
I had to see the driveway. I couldn't help it. But
Well-
peek in her room, I just think, she's 11. It's like she's pretty much an adult.
Right. I mean, how long are we supposed to keep tabs on her?
I know. I mean, I signed on for like a couple years of a lot of work, and then, pretty much that was it.
Right. When she was born, we agreed we were going to front load the parent thing. We're going to put a lot into her at first.
Everything up front. And we did
This is
it.
the way.
We did it. We threw her a birthday party 5 years in a row.
5 years in a row.
I mean, we told her how to dress. We helped her tie her shoe.
Right. I mean, for heaven's sake, we've been driving her to school or taking her to the bus stop.
Making
She's all
her
set.
lunch. Yeah, I think she's okay. So
You know what? I'm glad that we're really being on the same page here because for a while I thought you were going to do that thing where you were going to want to look in on her all the time or
Yeah.
ask her where she's going.
Sweet. I'm trying to figure out how to use this washer. Like, I just have my learner's permit, so I didn't take the whole course. What are you supposed to do with all these knobs? Like,
You haven't taken the course. Let me look it up.
How do you use that's a phone? You can ask it questions?
Well,
How do you do that?
yeah, well, you need a permit.
Oh my God.
You need a permit for the phone, and you need a permit for the washing machine too. Have you filled out the paperwork?
No, I couldn't figure out how to use the pen.
Sweep. Hey, Mikey. I just got my license. Get in the car. Get in the car. Let's go pick up
Wait for
Jimmy.
me, I want to come too.
Jimmy, get in the car.
me too.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, Hazel.
Great.
Okay. The
I'm
tank's
glad you got a
full.
wagon.
Yeah, the tank is full. My parents are away for the weekend, and we are hitting the road.
Let's
Awesome.
go to California.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know how you get there, but it's far away. So
West.
Hey,
West.
can you teach me how to drive?
Sure. Just grab onto the wheel here.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna scooch over. You take over.
look at that. Natalie's driving. It's only 10.
Wait, gotta step on the gas more.
Yeah, I can only
Faster.
handle a little bit.
This is pretty.
All right, so okay,
Who
I'm
wants to drive
signaling.
now?
We're gonna get on the highway now, okay? See?
Right. Oh,
Oh, okay, I got
I think you just hit that dog over there.
it.
I'm taking my seatbelt off.
No. I don't
Shouldn't the
want-
cars be going the same way as us?
This is so liberating.
Oh.
I feel free.
Scene. That was so fun, you guys. That was great. It ended like every show should end, with you running over Paul.
Ta-da! That's how we rehearsed it.
Sorry, Ben.
That was awesome. What a blast. So I love sweepity sweep.
Well, we found that one word wasn't enough.
Yeah, we didn't always hear the sweep, so we had to elongate
Right.
it.
Yeah, sometimes Zoom takes a second to key in that someone else is talking. So I know in some of our shows I've done like a and tag out or whatever, right? So there's like a little bit of sound that's not important happens at the top. But we'll talk about that. I love that. That was so great to watch you guys playing after so long. I really enjoyed that.
Fun.
I'm glad.
Nice.
Have you regressed?
That was fun.
What did you say, Holly?
I said, I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, I
am.
did. I did.
We've been having a lot of fun together. It's sort of something really to look forward to, you know. It's like, you're saying earlier that we don't have like scheduled lives anymore. And so
Yeah.
to actually like have something scheduled feels kind of good.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's the only way I know what day of the week it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know.
It's too much.
There are people that my daughter doesn't know when the weekend is sometimes.
Yeah.
We're all retired now.
Yeah. Did anyone watch Downton Abbey?
Not that retired.
Maggie Smith is a fantastic character, and said one of the characters mentions weekend, and she says, "Weekend? What is that?"
I know some people are still working basically their normal job or close to their normal job. But yeah, it's hard to keep track sometimes.
Yes, I'm so grateful for all the people that are out there doing their jobs so that we can all, the rest of us can stay home and do our part.
Right.
Huge.
You.
And you.
Well, thank you so much, Stone Soup, and thank you so much to everybody who is watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and so Pam and I are going to be here, and we may be joined by some people or not. If we're not joined, we'll do We Made a Thing. But if we are, then we'll find something else fun to do. and Thursday is scripted unscripted. So those are the next 2 nights. So we hope to see you here on YouTube at 8 o'clock.
Who's playing unscripted, unscripted?
Pam and Julie and I are improvising, and the actors are Stephanie Carlson and Mo McGilligan and Kate Damon.
Great.
Yeah,
Nice.
and we'll see how that works virtually, but yeah, it should be a good time.
Right.
Thank
Scott,
you, everybody. Have a great night. Stay happy and healthy.
Bye,
Thank you.
Hi, Scott.
Bye, guys.